Good morning, Interculture listeners.
Good morning.
It might be morning when they listen. You never know.
Where are you listening? Good morning or good afternoon or good evening. Welcome to Interculture Podcast.
Welcome.
This is Ibrahim.
And this is Jenna, as always.
Today we're going to talk about holidays.
When this episode comes out, it's going to be the week of Christmas. It's the biggest holiday in the US, I have to say. I don't think there's any argument.
Is not Black Friday?
Black Friday is a companion to Christmas.
I know.
For capitalism, it is the biggest holiday, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Nobody thinks of Black Friday as a holiday, though. It is kind of like funny, the fact that we call it Black Friday, because it is kind of grim the way capitalism has destroyed all sentimentality and all like true earnest feelings. People have died on Black Friday before because of getting trampled in the store. So really it is a fitting name, although it comes from a retail term.
What do holidays mean to you?
It means a lot to me. I think about my childhood and become nostalgic with holidays.
It meant a lot when I was a kid too.
Yeah,
but
right.
Now I don't know, it feels like a normal day. Feels like another Thursday.
Well, I try to like keep this spirit alive. You know, I like to make like arts and crafts and stuff, and I'll make holiday decorations and, you know, try to have like traditions, because I think the tradition is important. It's an important aspect and can represent something deeper. And that's also like something you do personally. It's not necessarily a worldwide tradition. It can be personal to you. So I try to do that. And yeah, holidays are a big deal to me. I really like decorating, change of seasons, and none of them have like spiritual meaning to me at this point in my life, but in the past, yes. But now it's just, I embrace kind of the cultural aspect of it rather than the religious, which I think most holidays around the world are religious in origin, for sure.
You know, for us is, the Eid al-Fitr.
Yes.
It's kind of tradition that you go shopping before and then you buy new clothes for your kids.
Oh.
After you came from the prayer early in the morning, you sat down and have like breakfast. And the kids wear the best new clothes, and then we wait for your neighbors or like your other relatives to visit you. We like happen to live all together in the same building, so we wouldn't have to travel much.
It seems in this era, holidays are so commercialized. Like, buy new clothes for your kids.
Yeah, it's same. Like, I could see that.
Can you like explain to people that don't know what Eid is, what it's about?
It's after Ramadan. I celebrate end of the fasting month.
People have a big feast together, right?
Yeah.
And
it's like Thanksgiving.
I do see a similarity with Thanksgiving.
And
yeah.
They give out candies to kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like here, like Halloween, trick or treating, you know?
I was telling Memo and our roommate actually about Halloween. They don't understand the non-religious holidays, really. Everyone asks me, like, is Halloween a religious holiday?
Yeah, it's religious, definitely.
It's the furthest thing from religious. I mean, some Christians ban Halloween because they say it's worshiping the devil.
The Satan of religion.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wouldn't know, I would give it some thought when I see people dressed like.
Yeah.
I would think about it.
Well, not everyone does a lot of thinking, so you can't blame them.
Other Turkish guys ask you that?
I've had a lot of people ask me what is Halloween? Why do people do this? Why do people do what they do?
I think Irish descendant, some when they came immigrated here, they brought it with them.
Irish?
If I'm not remembering wrong.
I feel like it's American.
Or maybe like trick or treat thing has become developed by.
That might be from some other European tradition. If you think about in Middle Age Europe, holidays and festivals were like a community wide. I mean, everything stopped. Farming stopped. Everyone was together. And it was a huge deal, a huge community effort. Nobody's off like doing their own thing. And now you might just be sitting at home alone on a holiday.
I always hear like elderly people talking. It's not like it used to be anymore.
That's what
they always say that
too.
Yeah.
People talk about how
lost its intimate vibe. It feels like, yeah. And it's also like nothing stays the same. And this generation of like traditions has been like thousands of years. So it's kind of normal.
Well, everything was similar until industrialization.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, to me, that's what it's about, because you're separating the individual from the broader community and the family into being this cog in the factory machine, and all your hours are spent there. The economy changed, people's lifestyles changed, and that changed people's relationship to family, to like customs, I think.
Well, I guess we don't celebrate Christmas.
Which is so dumb. I always say that Muslims should celebrate Christmas. I think it's so ridiculous you don't, because Jesus is a prophet.
Mm-hmm.
And him being born is one step on the way to Muhammad coming, right? So they should celebrate Christmas as well.
Maybe.
When I started dating Memo, I didn't know about any of the Islamic holidays, really. Like, I vaguely knew about Ramadan before meeting him, but that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't make a big deal about holidays. He'll kind of call his family and maybe say like, oh, happy Eid to someone, but that's all he'll do. And so I had to learn basically on my own about the holidays celebrated in Turkey, because if I'm going to make that a big part of our lives together, I need to know about this.
Thank you for learning. I will thank you in the name of Memo to you.
Aw, okay, that's very nice.
Because he's not in his home country, even though in your home country it's not, people are jaded about these holidays. You don't like go visit your neighbors or relatives. I mean, people in Turkey, they go on a travel on vacation on these. It's usually considered unethical by religion. When I was a kid, we would never go to a beach town and then spend the rest of the Eid in in a hotel or something.
Yeah.
Either like visit our grandparents, which is they lived upstairs on the first day, and the second day we used to go to my mom's parents. And I don't think he would care that much of this kind of. I mean, I don't even care anymore. I just call my family. And we should also think about this, the societal place that you're in right now. So Memo his mindset is make a living here, like most of us. This
is what I have a problem with, though. You're not
okay.
You're not making a living here. You're living your life here. Maybe not all of it. I'm not saying you're going to be here forever. I'm just saying that life doesn't stop happening when you're working in another country. I understand what you're saying. I think it's not good to have that mindset, because
Yeah,
I know
I agree
people
with you.
who like did these kind of gig work type jobs, and then a few years go by and they're like, well, what the fuck? My life is just passing me and I'm not doing what I want, because you get in this mindset like, okay, I just need to keep doing this, make money, keep surviving or whatever. But actually, that's not what you're doing completely. That's just one small thing. You moved to another country, you crossed an ocean, you made a life for yourself here. Like, you have friends and a social life, maybe, and you adapted your entire world. You're doing a lot of things, but in people's minds, I'm just doing these small jobs or whatever. That's it. And that's part of the holiday thing too. Celebrating a holiday means that you're celebrating the year, your life, your customs, or what matters to you. And maybe that's why they don't get into it, is because they're just stuck in that mindset, like you were saying. It bothers me that they don't acknowledge everything that they're doing in their lives, which is incredible.
I see. Try to be more careful
About what?
about,
The perspective, you mean?
yeah.
I mean, you should. This like breadth of experience, and also being in New York, adapting and growing in some way. For me, like, for every holiday, I'm not with my family anymore. My family lives far away,
Mm-hmm.
but I have my family here too. And I don't think about, I can't be with my blood family every holiday and how sad that is. Like, I'm still like having my own traditions here that are meaningful, because I don't know, it matters. It matters to me. I feel like Americans usually they they give a shit about this. I mean, look at Thanksgiving. Now there's Friendsgiving, where it's with your friends instead of your family, because people kind of acknowledge your friends are your family. And I feel like that's more the mindset of a lot of people here.
Yeah. Sense of holiday is also changing in Turkey. Turkey is becoming more religious nation. So even holidays like Christmas or New Year's Eve, considered the Western traditions of, should be ignored.
I saw a lot of social media stuff about Muslims rejecting Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween doesn't celebrate it in Turkey.
No, but I mean, they're flat out like saying it's satanic,
Oh,
or
yeah.
we reject this holiday because it's not Muslim enough for us.
Yeah. Correct.
And I saw Memo sent me some video of this guy handing out Quran and the Hadiths to trick or treaters. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, this holiday isn't anti Islam, it's just pro candy. That's it. You don't have to make everything into like, I don't know. It's these people who make religion their entire personality. I don't like it. You can't enjoy secular customs because it's not Muslim enough.
You have a long way to go to understand exactly Turkey.
I just am annoyed because I feel like Turkish people are very open people, open to other cultures. You know, they love their tourists.
Yeah.
And they're interested and want to know. And now I feel like there's this backlash. You stop being able to relate with other human beings. You close yourself off to connection with them.
Yeah.
And from new thoughts, new ideas, new things, you're closing the door on that and saying, no, I am in my superior white tower right now, and all this is beneath me. It's hindering human connection and empathy, and it's turning into narcissism, is what it is. And if you go to another country, like, and you take part in their holidays and their customs, people love that. They want to share with you. They want to share the things that matter to them with you. That makes them happy. That's what I think is so sad about, like, certain things are off limits because of my ideology or because of my race or background or whatever. I don't think it's right. Anyway, so in preparation for this episode, I was looking at some festivals. Have you heard about this mud festival in Korea?
Hmm.
This cosmetics company created this festival because they started a line of products that has mud in them.
Love hearing that right now. Yes, please continue.
So they did a festival.
When you say cosmetics, yes.
Yeah, I know you love being pretty. And so they started this whole thing, and there was like people rolling around in mud, like going down mud slides and just playing.
That sounds fun.
Going to concerts. It looks really fun. And now it's like a huge thing every year. You know, it started with like this very corporate marketing thing, and
That
now
is
it's
so
like
cool.
Attracting people from all around the world at the end of summer. Go
That
to
is so cool.
Korea to roll around in some mud together.
I wish you could have that in Turkey. That is so cool. You know, Turkey has healthy muds.
Healthy muds?
Yeah,
I believe it.
in a volcanic lens. That would be really good.
Yeah. But it's funny now, our modern day festivals and stuff are coming out of capitalism or like media instead of religion. Seasonal, like harvest type celebrations,
I love that.
New Year cleansing of sorts, or religion is like the three main things. I just see this being like the pre-industrialization post, what was meaningful in our community, in our culture, and how our society convened about like these meaningful events throughout the year, right? Now, post-industrial world, what's meaningful is like products. Holidays and festivals are coming up with corporate entities.
Yeah, there's an indication.
And I don't think that's always a bad thing. And there's a lot of stuff that's sponsored by companies, cultural events. I mean, we wouldn't have the Macy's Day Parade without Macy's, right? And that's a huge deal. People come from all over to watch that. And I love it. I watch it every year. So I don't know. I guess when you don't have like an ancient god anymore, your god is capitalism.
Yeah. Even 4th of July, people spend a lot of money that day.
Well, not as much as the other ones, though. Not really. I guess fireworks can be pretty expensive.
By the way, fireworks are really damages the nature, especially the rods of the birds.
Yeah, that makes sense. That it would be.
That's why in Turkey, you know, the mayor of Istanbul, he canceled all the fireworks for the national celebrations because the fireworks actually were killing the birds.
Whoa.
The other festival that caught my attention since I was a kid was the festivals in Spain, Tomato Festival, also bulls.
Right, yeah.
It's a festival, I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, it is. The running of the bulls, yeah. They let them seem so dangerous. I would be scared if it were me.
I have 1.5 ton animal running after me. I wouldn't want that. That's the big holiday in Spain.
Yeah, I think you're right. Or festival, rather. Maybe not a holiday. What I was saying about holidays before, when you have like a relationship with someone that celebrates different holidays, to me, it's important to care about them in the same way that your partner does, because that can be really deeply meaningful to people. Obviously, if they don't care about it at all, it's like, okay, fine. But it's like, I'm going to meet you where you're at with what matters to you. Holidays are really important. Maybe they're not important to most people. I don't know. Do you think people care about holidays these days?
I don't know.
People care about Christmas, though.
Yeah.
That was like a special one growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a special time, something magical in it. And then when you get older, you kind of like watch kids experience Christmas. So you can like see it again through a child's eyes by watching them. And then it's a renewed specialness. That's the thing that I still see people giving a shit about is Christmas. They always want to make Christmas special. Because I think it's just a very joyful time when you're a child. Like, you get a bunch of presents. There's this magical man that brings you gifts every year, and he comes in your house and eats cookies. And there's so many songs about Christmas. And usually in the US anyway, there's snow, and that's exciting. We don't have like so many songs about other holidays. And it's the biggest like decoration holiday. Like, it's just the big one in the world, maybe.
Yep.
Living in New York, I see more people celebrating Hanukkah. You know, every year there's these guys that have like a pickup truck, and they have like this huge menorah made out of wood in the back, and they play like Hanukkah music, and then they like ride around in the back of the pickup truck all night during Hanukkah season. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I do. I did. Sorry. I have.
I guess there's no Jewish people in Kansas because I didn't really see anything like that before, you know? And I think non-practicing Jewish people, they maybe like eat a nice dinner on those days, but it's like not that big of a deal as like some other secular holidays, I think.
Or celebrating New Year's.
Right, yeah. New Year's doesn't have big customs around it though. Chinese New Year, okay, yeah, that's a big ordeal. There's food, celebrations, fireworks, everything. But New Year's, most other places, there's not. I mean, maybe there's some fireworks, but it's not really hyped. You just party that night, drink champagne. I guess, okay, people kiss on New Year's Eve. That's one custom. But it's kind of awkward, right? Like, it's not like something you do with your family. So, and I think people get kind of bitter about New Year's now. They're like, it's just another year, you know, another year of my life. Nothing changed day to day for me.
Yeah, if you're over 30 or if you're close to 30, yeah. Like me, yes. That's how the day of your life just goes wasted and never come back.
Jeez. Have a little bit of
a little of positivity.
Yeah. Well, I do agree with like
you just realize like every day like your process of aging gets faster.
Or we could just not focus on that, maybe.
I agree with you on that.
I guess people aren't really optimistic about the new year, and if there's a holiday celebrating the passage of time, it's kind of like hard to celebrate that, really. Yeah, I'd much rather celebrate candy or having a meal with my family or whatever than celebrate another year of my life has gone past. But you also see a lot of people making these grand posts online about, this is what I did this year. Look how great it was. So it could be an opportunity for looking at the past year and what happened. Like, Chinese New Year is kind of like a cleansing. You are renewed for a new year of your life.
Healthy.
Yeah, well, that's like I feel like our New Year's is not really like that exactly. There's always these resolutions, you know, this is how I'm going to improve my life next year. But for them, it's already renewed. I'm already fresh. They do like clean out their house and everything too. But I do think there is a mindset difference.
Never thought about it in that point of view.
Doesn't everyone give up their New Year's resolution?
I don't think I never had a resolution of New Year before, so I'm still foreigner to the topic. I apply my year, see that as a process. I cannot just decide that in day of end of that other year.
Yeah.
In Turkey, most of the holidays either like comes from religion or the Independence Day.
Yeah, that's another source of holidays is independence.
What other holidays we have? Yeah, Youth Day, which is dedicated to them.
Which is like a government acknowledged holiday. It's just not on the same level as other holidays. Like in Italy, There's a billion Catholic holidays, but none of them are like, it's not the same as like the big Catholic holidays, right? Like Christmas.
I remember people are dressing up and walking the street.
What holiday?
People like light up candles and walk in the street, dressed like ghosts, all white. And
that reminds me of like the end of Fantasia. Did you watch that movie?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's one you should like just throw on in the background. Well, you know, all the Catholic stuff, I can criticize it as an ex-Catholic. They're all so weird with their weird outfits and carrying a chalice around and medieval.
And today's holidays is mostly a bunch of people who are trying to get together and then catch up. You know, eat, drink, and spend some good time. It seems like that to me. Well, I guess we should wrap it up.
Okay, well, I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. A very happy, warm holidays to you all, regardless of your religious affiliation. I hope you are well and your families are well. That's all.
Yeah, I agree all of that, and I wish everyone's a happy holiday.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for listening. This was Interculture Podcast.
Peace and love.
Please follow us on social media. You can find us.
Sorry, I feel like you're like, please do social media, even though I hate it. Email us at interculturepodcast@gmail.com or follow us on social media at interculturepod.